Let's start with Zach Pyron. Kelly?
I asked Coach Winkie about this. I'm curious what your take is. How has the helmet comm system been, and how do you like your information? I guess he said that different quarterbacks like different things. Do you like a lot of detail? You just want the call? Kind of how do you take it?
I mean, it's an adjustment for sure. I mean, my whole life has been signal everything in or wristband, so it's having somebody in your ears kind of been a huge adjustment. Hearing him talk all the time is good. I like it because I think it lets us go faster. You know, I get the play before everybody else does, so one, I can fix mistakes that are already happening before the snap even happens and get people lined up quicker. On the information side, I mean, whatever he feels, you know, every guy, like Coach Winkie said, we talked about in the quarterback room, you know, Haynes might like to hear something different pre-snap than I do, so we're still working on that out. I mean, we've had, 6 practices with it, 5? Or we had it in the spring, but, I mean, we weren't so big on it then versus now actually getting ready for the season. So we're still kind of going over this learning curve with it, but it's been a good adjustment so far. So,
what's your comfortability with the offense now, having been in it for a couple of years and knowing the playbook? Feel like you go in there and perform if needed?
Yeah, I'm super comfortable with it. It's nice now being in it for 2 fall camps now, 2 springs and 2 fall camps, because now we're really mastering the offense. Now it's like learning all the little details. You know, Coach Winkie says the devil's in the details, right? He told us a story how Brett Favre, when he was with the Packers, played in the same offense for 10-something years or however it was, but started day one with just super base install, and that's kind of what we started with. And right now we're a little bit further along in this fall camp than we were last fall camp, which is nice, And it also helps we got a bunch of veteran guys that came back on the offensive side, first and second string guys that are rotating in. We got a lot of depth, which is a good thing to have. Competition is huge, makes everybody better. Everybody improves from competition. But on the comfortability side, I'm super comfortable with it, but not too comfortable where I'm still not learning and studying everything. You still got to learn all the intricacies. I can't however you say the word. Been yelling all day, but it is good. I'm really enjoying it. It's a fun offense, and now it's just really mastering it and learning all the small details and just making sure everybody, knowing what everybody else has to do too. So,
Coach talked about, the new system as opposed to hand signals, and perhaps maybe some teams were stealing signals, and you're used to the hand signal end of the deal. Did you notice at all that maybe some teams might have been stealing signals at all?
Possibly. I'm sure every team has something along those lines. They're there, so why not try to get a beat on it? Offensively, I know some offenses try to see, hey, if the secondary's doing this on film, it might be this coverage on the back end. So, I mean, everybody does it. It's just something you got to overcome. We're still going to have the hand signals put in place, right? Because receivers, tight ends, running backs, they still got to get it, right? They don't have one in their helmet. But it kind of makes it easier now. You can change tempo in the game and stuff. But seeing it as a problem, I'm sure teams use it as an advantage. Why not, though? If somebody's signaling something in and you're smart enough to memorize what something was and you can piece it all together like a puzzle, then good for you, so.
Jackson.
How have you seen the 2 young quarterbacks improve since the spring?
They're just their confidence. Their confidence, man, is just going up. They're both playing very well. They're both 2 really hard workers. It's something that Coach Winkie looks for in the quarterback room. He's me and Haynes, we work super hard, and Brody. Brody's been here just as long as I have. We all 3 of us work super hard, and we wanted to bring in 2 guys that are going to match our effort. And whether it's in the weight room, in the film room, and so now we're always in the film room together. We're always up there together. No man is up there, or like there's not 4 of us up there and 2 of us aren't. It's all 6 of us up there, which is really good. In the weight room, we all work out at the same rack. We all work out super hard. We're always pushing each other, giving each other a hard time. Right now we're having speed competitions out there. Who has the highest speed of the day? We have a leaderboard keeping score of that these last 6 practices, and it's been fun, just the competition of pushing each other. But, Graham and Philo, just seeing their confidence and their comfortability and just learning everything with us, is really good to see them pick it up like they are because, they're the future, right? So it's good seeing that from them. So.
I think something that struck me today in the little bit of practice we were watching and throughout camp has been the depth at the skill positions on offense. And it seems like even the third huddle, you have guys who could play in a game and stuff for the first time. How do you see that in practice? And I'm sure it's something you've noticed is, going out there and playing quarterback.
I mean, we have I don't want to name receivers because I don't want to leave one off. I mean, we have at least 5, 6, 7 guys right now that can go and play comfortably, you know. And then you got guys like Leo, who's coming back from injuries that are, you know, going to be studs when they get it, who's just huge. And then you look at tight end side, you know, you got Haas transferred from Yale. That dude is, I mean, y'all just saw him. He's a tank. Dude's strong, physical, picks everything up. He's a smart guy. You got Godey from Mississippi State, who's just a veteran dude, played 7, 8, 9 years, however long he's played ball now. Just a super smart veteran guy that, you know, he's always going to be in the right place. You know, just the fact that he's already picked the offense up, his football, you know, he talks about wanting to be a coach afterwards, and I see why. You know, just his football knowledge and understanding everything and helping people get lined up. And then you got Josh Beetham, who transferred in from Michigan. That dude's going to be really good with 2 years left. You know, he's going to help us a lot right away. And then you got Brett coming back. So. And then the running back side, we still have all our running backs except Dante. Dante left, but, you know, you got Trey and Jamal coming back, and you got young guys like Evan Dickens and Anthony Carey that are both going to be really good. Traylon Maddox, you know, working back, he's going to be really good. So it's just, I can keep naming people. What I'm really impressed with is his offensive line, though. You know, just offensive line where they are now compared to last year, and some of these true freshmen we have in are going to be really good. I mean, I was telling somebody, I think the whole second offensive line is all true freshmen except one guy, and they're playing really well. Maybe 2, but they're playing really well, you know. So it's exciting to see just the potential that this offense has and where we can go right now. So it's awesome.
Anything else for Zach?
We're in the portal age. You had your opportunities. I'm sure people reached out. What is it that made you want to stay and finish up at Georgia Tech and continue your career here?
It's just, first of all, the relationships I made, you know, just with Coach Winkie, coming in, being with him, you know, just a relationship I have. I didn't know if I could find many guys that can develop me better than what he's developing me right now. And then, you know, this degree here, this degree means so much, you know. Everybody jokes and says it's a 40-year decision, but it really is, you know. And just some of the connections I made outside of football with some guys is, you know, about who is, you know, it's not about what you do, but it's about who you know, right? I know a lot of people. And then just Coach Key, you know, I'm just bought in for what he's doing. He's an awesome coach. A lot of respect for him. A lot of respect, would do anything for him. You know, anything he tells me to do, I'm willing to do, and any improvement he wants me to make, I'll make. And it's that's just, those 3 reasons are big. And then, you know, it's just a great place. I want to be a part of something that we're building right now. So.
Well, thank you, Zach.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, we'll go ahead and start with Haynes. Questions?
Guess we need to get the important things out of the way first. Who's the fastest and the strongest among the quarterbacks?
I mean, the catapult's been saying Graham so far, you know. But, you know, the top speed is so far going to be me. But other than that, like, it depends on the lift, you know. Everybody's competing each and every day. You know, everybody has their strengths. And just how close and tight-knit we are, it's just, it makes everything fun. And it's almost like it just makes everybody better, you know. And it's just competition every day, but we're also close. And, you know, we can talk serious, we can joke around, whatever it is, like, we can do. And it's just fun being around everybody.
Have you gotten a chance to take a closer look at Florida State and what they bring on defense yet?
A little bit, but, I mean, right now we're still focused on getting better as a team and focusing on ourselves and what we can do each and every day to keep improving.
Today was the first day in pads, and of course it rained right before you guys, well, right when you guys got out there and turned it into a sauna. Just what was it like going through and putting the pads on? And I'm sure you were having to push guys through practice a little bit today.
Oh, yeah, it was hot. Like you said, a sauna. Everybody was going through it, you know, hot, sweating, balls were wet, everything. But, you know, same thing. The closer you are and the more competition that you have each and every day is going to drive those people because, you know, it's not about always winning. It's just like you just hate to lose. It can be hate to lose running to a drill. I hate to lose in any drill. Like that competition raises your level of play each and every day. And I feel like we have a great locker room right now. And, you know, the defense right now is really, really pushing the offense. And it's just going to make everybody better. And, you know, everybody knows iron sharpens iron.
Chad?
What's the biggest thing that Coach Winkie has taught you about the quarterback position?
Main thing is consistency, and that also goes along with taking care of the ball. But being consistent and being able to sustain that each and every day when things get hard, tough, everybody's tired, we got to be able to sustain as offense, and that comes with your energy level each and every day, how consistent you are with that. If you have a consistent routine, everything else can take care of itself. It's just everything's going to start falling into place. Everything's going to be more consistent. That's really how it starts right there, being consistent and be able to sustain that.
When you're on the sidelines and the second or third units are out there, do you notice how deep the team is at the skill positions? When you figure, well, I got all the first unit with me, but then they roll out some other guys behind them.
Oh, yeah. It makes everything not necessarily easier, but better. Because, like you said, the amount of talent that we have, not just with the first group, but with the second and the third group as well, it just pushes people because it's like they're seeing other guys make plays. So it's like, hey, let me get out there and make some plays, you know what I mean? And that, like I said, it's just going to push people, make people better. And it just makes people, dot their I's, cross their T's, and that's just how it's going to be, and it's just going to improve this offense as well.
Anything else for Haynes? Okay, Haynes, thank you.
Thank y'all.